My intention today is to promote self-healing within the viewers who are participating in the future and in the present. I apologize if the video is a bit laggy. I am in the United States. My main intention with this video today is to promote Reiki self-healing. It is a form of chi healing, energy work. Well, that's a pretty big bird right there. I want to see this real quick. If I can catch him. Where is he? There he is. Just random things that look like he caught something today. But yeah, enough of that. It's like a safari right now. welcome. Yesterday's energy was pretty intense. There's usually two of those birds right there, the big ones. A lot of bugs out today. They're all over the place, buzzing around. Absolutely. Find some time in the day to relax. Oh, there he goes. Like, oh. Welcome to all the new people who are coming in today. Well, it depends how much their heart is open. Not everybody is able to sense the energy. I'd say the bugs that are out here are completely fearless when it comes to people. Like they can land on you, and you can like touch them. They won't even do anything. They're just like, hey, what are you doing? In the sea of doom scrolling, I provide an oasis of relaxation. I move my hands to like imagine a racer, and if there's stagnant energy, I just move it to the side. I'm pretty sure if I go into the shade, it'll be less bugs. They the sunlight, and they think I'm a chair. But the shade is like mosquito territory. Mosquitoes come over here. Have a blessed day, and thank you for accompanying me. You are very welcome. Recently, I have been on a very short fast. I may end it in a little bit, but so far, it's been about 30 hours, and I started to notice some changes in my consciousness. Like I have fasted before, but I didn't really put any mind or any thought into it. I just did it just because. But I'm starting to realize before I fasted, I was just constantly eating and I just get tired and I had no energy to get anything done. But now I just realized that since I just went on this short little fast right now, it's like my body is flooded with a whole bunch of energy, but it's a different type of energy. It's I want to say it's adrenaline, but it's almost like the body is like instinctive survival, where it says, "Okay, I'm giving you the energy to go find food now," and it's almost like a whole nother level of awareness. Because before I would just eat and then I just go to sleep, and I eat again and I get tired. And it's like the more I eat, the tireder I get. And now it's like the less I eat, the more energy I have. But it depends on like the context. I wouldn't say that's every day because I also feel like my muscles are like fatigued at the same time, or maybe I just became aware of the fatigue that was already there. But this is like a small experiment. It was actually really hard to get past the first 20 hours. I would say it was pretty hard. I felt like the impulse to eat something was so strong. And then once I got past that little mark, once I hit like 24, then it was like, okay, this is nice. And then when I hit 25, it was like, ah. And then it simmered down. So now it doesn't hurt as much. Perfect synchronicity. It's interesting because now I can actually feel the vibration of the food that I ate on Sunday and actually on Saturday too. Like I could feel it. It feels like static, and it kind of feels like it's like pulling inwards, and it kind of feels like shaky. But I can feel it. I'm actually glad I got on right now because I wasn't having the best of time, but I know that, well, I knew that if I just stay focused and then eventually just get on, because it's like the voice in the back of my head was like, "Oh, don't go on right now. Do it later. Do it now. Do it later." I was like, "No, I'm good on it right now. Just right now." It does makes a lot of like vibrational sense. Even like when you go to the bathroom, like I realize all that supposed negative energy that I'm feeling is actually just the food that I'm eating. And when I use the bathroom, literally all that energy just goes away. I'm like, oh, lighter in weight and lighter in vibration at the same time. Because honestly, I've been gaining some weight because I've been eating too good. My survival instinct when I was in the wintertime, like if you're camping outside when it's cold outside, you have an instinct to eat more to stay warmer. But now that it's summertime, my body is like, okay, it's time to eat less. It's hotter, and we're getting more energy from the sun. So the food that is required, it is less dense. Looking back, like over the years, I realized like I had my points where my it's like my weight goes really up. I eat like a whole bunch. Like before, so like back in 2022, I was like 200 and like 2 pounds. And then I had like this impulse to fast and eat healthy. Then I went extreme, and then I lost a whole bunch of weight and I dropped all the way down to like 150, 160. But then I went too far down, and then I almost got sick. And then I started to go back up again in 2023 to 2024. I recovered, and then going in to the end of 2025, or I mean not 2024, until now, I gained up a whole bunch of weight, and now I'm like, okay, time to lose it again. So I go back down. So I realize I get like heavier or denser in my energy and my physical body when it hits wintertime. And in the summertime, I find it a lot easier. And that's purely like probably on the, was it the mammal part of my body, the intelligence of my body. My core definitely been feeling tense. I'm like definitely trying to like sidetrack, not trying to say like I'm not getting fat and just how my brother said. He said I'm just bulking, bulking for the gym. Yeah, I believe it's important to have some periods. I definitely don't want to sound like I'm an expert because I can count on one hand how many times I have fasted. So I'm definitely not an expert, but this is an ongoing experiment. there was another topic that I want to speak about. Actually, I have two. Maybe I should wait and then like write it down. If I speak about it right now, it's something. It's mainly just about like density in the air, like feeling the density of air pressure moving up and down. But I'll save that for later because I'll get lost in thought. So I just keep it focused on one topic. Oh, hello again. Something also. These plants right here. It was like the first time I actually seen an actual fruit grow on them. Like it's been like two last year I didn't see a single one grow because it got so windy out here. Like sometimes in the wintertime or in the summertime or even the fall, the wind gets so powerfully strong that it literally knocks all the plants down. And it even knocks some of these larger trees over. Look at that. So it says, I have been intermittently fasting without me even realizing it since like last year. Then in February, Spirit has was having me fast for 3-day periods without me even noticing. I think that's what I'm going through right now. Oh, the algorithm has brought you back. Yes. I realize only focus on two things at once because I only have two hands, so I focus on two things. If I'm recording, I focus only on recording and emanating light. That the body awareness, especially like when you're eating certain foods and your body is like, no, we're not eating that anymore. Like you get that visceral sensation like before. I realized like imagine if there's something I really like to eat in the store and I constantly eat it over and over again, my body will immediately when I eat it, the taste of it will completely go away. You know, the only thing I'll feel is just the texture of it. And I think that's the way of my body saying, nope, enough of that. I don't want to eat that anymore. And I realize, for instance, sometimes I go a long time without eating meat because once you start to get really sensitive to energy, you start to feel the vibration of different things. And you feel, how can I explain? Like, certain things you can sense the life force in it. Like, you can tell that it's going to give you energy. And there's some things that you can tell that it's going to lower your vibration just a little. And when I'm in the store, I I place my hand because there's energy. You can use Reiki for multiple things. Reiki doesn't just go out, it also goes inwards. So you're also receiving and giving at the same time. And you can actually tell what food, the effect of what's going to happen. Like you can feel the effect of what you're going to eat before you even eat it. I really like to get into like the effects of things that I eat, mainly because I had lots of marijuana in the past, and I was always like into the effects of what it does. So even like with like certain teas, like if you drink lavender and you really pay attention to the effect that it has on you, or the effect of like celery or different plants, they all have a different like effect on your consciousness. Dude, food was tuning to coal ash in my mouth back in February. That's a sign for change right there. That'd be a very interesting sensation. It just becomes bland. It's like we're becoming more aware of our body intelligence. And if we have like a deficit in like meat, our body is like, okay, well, it shows like a product, like it brings you a product and say, okay, well, this product has the amount, the correct amount of protein that my body needs. Or if I speak in my body, this is like, this will give me the right amount of nutrients that I can synthesize into my body to benefit the whole. The body, it doesn't really think in like emotions. It just sees like if it's if the positive is greater than the negative, then it goes for that. And it can even be a highly processed food, but the body is like, and that's the chakras. I believe the chakras are like our eyes and our awareness. Like wherever we move our awareness, all of our chakra vortexes move in that way. So like all the chakras are talking to each other. Like you have seven different of our cells and they're all talking to each other. So the the fifth chakra is like, oh, I really like to experience the taste of that. But then the solar plexus chakra is like, nah, I don't like that. But then the heart chakra is like, it'd be saying, but remember the time when we felt that emotion when we ate it? And then the root chakra is like, when I did I get a say in this? Ruin sacral is like, nah, I don't like that. I have been obsessed with eating pineapple and cottage cheese for months now, and I have never eaten cottage cheese in my life. It's like you're sensing like the tropics, tropical. Like I'm trying to visualize that mixture together because I've been craving and eating. Was it vegan sushi? But then with potato wedges on the side. It's just a random combination. I have like a concept I'm trying to formulate in my head. Uh, toning. I'm trying to remember what chakra, because I see you put mm, and I know that's one of the chakras. I'm trying to remember what chakra it is. I know it's probably the throat chakra, throat and solar plexus, because we cycle up and down through our chakras, and sometimes we speak through our different chakra systems. So me and my chakras have been arguing. Oh, here's another very very mind-opening perception that I have become aware of. And I realized this back in the wintertime where I was craving like Alfredo and like Texas bread and asparagus and broccoli. And I was completely out in the woods and I haven't seen my family in like 2 weeks. So then when I went to go and visit, when I opened up the refrigerator, I'd seen Alfredo, Texas toast, broccoli in the refrigerator. And that was the thing that everybody else in my family was eating. But I haven't spoken to them in like 2 weeks. And I realized that even though I'm all the way over here, I am still connected to my family members and I still receive their impulses to buy certain things. I sometimes forget all I have learned. I go around the house saying random noises to myself all day. I also, as well, usually after like the video, like after the Reiki video, I end up forgetting all what I have spoken about. But then a key word pops up. It's like I forget everything just to relearn it and reinforce it. So it's almost like a test. So we speak about something and then we forget all about it, and then that whole entire scenario, it comes in. So like we forget, like I teach it or I explain my experience and then it gets completely white, and then a scenario comes to me and then I have to walk what I speak. So like 2 days ago I was speaking about overcoming like a conflict or overcoming manipulation, emotional manipulation, and then all my memory of that concept got wiped, and then the whole entire scenario came in, and it was like a test. And the test was saying to me, am I really walking what I'm saying, or am I just saying it just to be saying it? And I realized I was both, because the first part I did good, but then towards the end of the night I slipped and I got really upset and angry. But then once I got back to my tent, I reviewed all what happened, and it took me about, I'll say, 6 hours to fully get back into the vibrational state of forgiveness and love. Because honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, sometimes I fall into states of having hatred, anger, envy, but then I have to realize, like, am I elevating the vibration around me or am I lowering the vibration? What am I emanating to everyone? And I realized just because I'm mad at something that happened at work doesn't mean that I have to bring that anger and that energy to the other people that I speak to, because they didn't do anything wrong to me. So I said, even though I'm upset with that situation, it doesn't have to bleed out to everyone else. I don't have to like bleed out all my anger into everyone else around me. I can encapsulate it for a while and bring it for review later on or in the now. It's like, okay, you said it is like I have all these file cabinets full of information in my brain. And when a moment confronts me, and center, oh, front and center, and I pull a specific information. operating on pure synchronicity. You know what you need to know when you need to know it. As Bashar say, there's no memory because everything's in the now. It's almost like a constant stream. It's like you're feeding in with your higher self. That's how it is right now when I'm speaking. When I start the live stream, it's like all I want to speak about is gone until someone asks me a question or initiate a conversation, and then all the information, it gets pulled out of me. So like before I can't access it until someone asks me the question, and then it's like it opens up and it flows out all what I want to speak. And so it's a mutual exchange between me and the viewer, because they're helping me express myself, and I'm also able to listen at the same time. Two a.m., 6 a.m. 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. and for me it's let's see. It's like 6 a.m. to like 10 p.m. It's like everything that we was upset with in the morning, it gets reflected back all at night. Well, it doesn't have to. It only reflects back if you don't let it go in the moment. Then it gets reflected back. But if you process it in the now, then it won't come back later. Like that nexus point. It only feels like that when we push it to the side. Only when we push the lesson aside, then it comes back. But if we deal with it right now, then it doesn't come back. It just integrates and we get stronger. I realize only when I ignore it or try to push it away, then that same energy, that emotional energy, it all comes back like a boomerang. I am glad that I have came on as well. But now, at the same time, it is time for me to exit. This is a little bit shorter than I usually go, but I have a few things I need to take care of today. Meditation, studying, preparing myself. But I just came on here mainly to share this energy that I am feeling right now, because I was in meditation. I was like, I finally brought myself back up, and I was like, allow this to be like, if we're on a mountain, allow this to be like one of the hooks that's in the mountain. So if I ever slip back, when I fall back, I come back later and I watch this video and I'm like, okay, I'm shifting into this state that I am right now. That's like one of the main purposes why I have these Reiki videos, because I'm one of the main viewers and the main critic of this on video. Because I'm always speaking to myself in the future, as well as speaking to the viewers. So whenever I feel low in vibration, I record a video previously when I'm in a high vibration, so I can shift back into the state of being in a high vibrational state. So this is my energetic safety hook. When I fall back, I'm like, oh, pull myself back to that state. So thank you. I am deeply grateful. I'm sending the deepest amount of heart, love, and light that I can send to everyone who is watching this video. Namaste.